Our next speaker, representing Mrs. Gleason's homeroom, is Campbell Lombardi. Will you please come forward and share your memories, Campbell?
It all started in 3rd grade. I came to this school, surprised how big it was, and I wondered how I was ever going to find my way around. I also remember all of the 6th graders looking very old and scary. If you compared it to a mountain, I never thought I'd make it to the top. As someone who also loves clothes, shoes, and candy, I was so lucky to get Miss Wade as my 3rd grade teacher. At first, I couldn't believe that we were sitting in the same room as all of those cockroaches, but I'll never forget that she let me bring in my dog Nellie to teach the whole class how to train her. I also had Miss Gregg as my math teacher. That year, I probably spent a few of my recesses inside with her trying to understand those hard math problems. I bet I wasn't very happy at the time, but now I realize how glad I am that she never let me give up. Then came 4th grade, and I got a little bit more used to the school. And like climbing a mountain, each step I took, I got new skills, and I got a little bit closer to the top. Miss York decided to move down to 4th grade, and for the many of us who had her, we were very lucky. She was so excited about teaching 4th grade, and she made her classroom full of energy. Thankfully, I got more used to my math worksheets too. And who could forget the Stork field trip that she helped organize? We got to catch fish and nets and hang out near the Chesapeake Bay all day long, which was so much fun. CCES got a little bit more familiar. I left 4th grade wondering how it could ever get better, but then I moved on to 5th grade, and boy did we move. I had 4 rotations in one day, and I thought that was a lot at the time. After 2 years, I felt much more comfortable at Chevy Chase. The mountain I was climbing seemed to get easier each year. I became a safety patrol at the corner of Connecticut Avenue, and I joined the CCNN team. I had Mrs. Mathers, Mr. Lynch, Mrs. Bradford, and lucky for me, I had Miss Gregg again. But instead of struggling with math work, I spent lots of my recesses helping Miss Gregg in her classroom just because it was fun. Another one of my favorite parts of 5th grade was building race cars with Mr. Lynch. I'm glad he survived his first year at CCES with me and my insane friends. Now here I am today, the last day of 6th grade. From participating in instrumental music, going to outdoor ed, and running field day, I think this has been the best year yet, even though we don't have recess anymore. We made it to the top of the mountain, and what a journey it's been. I absolutely cannot imagine a better elementary school experience. My friends and I have also grown so much closer over the years, and I know we will continue to. I would like to thank all of my 6th grade teachers, Mrs. Lasik for teaching us all of those crazy math problems, Mrs. Fry for helping me in English and making class even more fun by telling your hilarious stories, Mrs. Gleason for being the best homeroom teacher. Thanks for giving us the chance to throw eggs off the roof and find out if pepper really does make you sneeze. Mrs. Russian, thanks for keeping us in shape, and Miss Clay and Miss Alban, thanks for helping me hablar Espanol. I'd also like to thank Miss Kirkland, Miss O'Brien, and Miss Zanskis for teaching my electives, who taught us to be creative and think outside of the box. And to someone who's been such a special part of my time at CCS, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Bowling. He's given me so many opportunities to grow with the orchestra and play percussion this year. Miss Smith and Miss Osen-Chewy, I will always cherish your enthusiasm and support towards the school and my family. Also, thank you Miss Giordano and Miss Crable for always helping at the front desk. I'm sure for all of us today is a mix of happiness and sadness as we move on from this amazing school and as I move out of the country. I think back to those nervous first days in 3rd grade, and I cannot believe how confident we are now as 6th graders. I will definitely miss all the challenging yet special times climbing a mountain together here at Chevy Chase, but lucky for us, we will never forget the wonderful memories and friends we made here.
Thank you, Campbell. One of the most prestigious honors an elementary student can receive.
Christian Ladegard, Bowie Lanter, Sasha Lavrova, Lily Leibowitz, Noriel Leichter, Lane Lieberman, Campbell Lombardi, Alexandra Lum, Jack Merritt, Abdul Hakim Muhammad, Naya Moore, Charles Morey, Deborah